You might still remember that Lunari and I were on a hunt to track down the Nakamura Valley Ghost Killer. Well, we didn't catch him, but found a way to track him down as soon as we arrive in Houston next year. But anyways, we need to skip a little bit forward in my ongoing happenings and events. 21st of December, almost end of Luminalia. It is almost 2 weeks after the events of extracting the sensible data from Goodrow Close to find proof for a illegal biological biobot weapon which revealed as much more than just a programmed virus or other kind of disease. We found out that scientists created an organic biobot hull which is able to change shape and appearance. Also, it was optimized to create a super soldier-like species which is a biological crossing of human and Vanduul DNA. Since we had a situation in Korea which was linked to all this ongoing stuff, we tried to make the local security believe that we were not involved in something criminal. I think we found out a lot more than just a way back to our good reputation.
It seems like the data was transported by the Trotalis 13, which we cached a few months ago.
You imply these Visipilla Seeker mercenaries exchange data with the BRF and all these crazy science terrorists?
They also should have tested a few Enos variants on humans to optimize and verify the expected impact and process of the biobot programming.
To work with imprint technology and biobot science to not only create a weapon focused on Vanduul organism, but making super soldiers to basically play God and create a new, better Vanduul human species who can kill the enemy before he kills us is the wrong way. I assume the super weapon idea can play against the UAE if they want to join this insanity.
I don't think the UAE would dare to use such a weapon without an optimized jurisdiction. They needed to infiltrate politics as well.
But we don't know anything about the Enos creators except that Professor Moby and Osagi were involved, just like the Thiago lobby, who uses the BRF as private military enforcer to keep the project hidden. But now, we do have the data files to prove the work. Nobody will call my comrades and all the other Koreas don't participate here terrorists anymore. So, we're just free to go, I think.
They might understand the circumstances of the evacuation of Occidental, but the UAE Navy won't get into private operations of the advocacy and any faction involved until there is no strong need to do that. They won't accept these files as proof enough to infiltrate this matter, I assume.
Yes. We thought about that. They need a witness and someone who can verify the work on Project Enos and this biological killer technology.
This is why Thane McMarshall wants you to find Professor Usagi in Pyro.
Is the second chief security officer of the Microtech Protection Force not able to gather own forces?
Microtech is political, not authorized to infiltrate Pyro by their own, just because of assumptions. They were hired too, as mercenaries to find and locate this mysterious professor in an unclaimed system. Your mission will be to evacuate this HVT out of the system and deliver him to McMarshall.
Why is Thane so interested in stopping Project Enos? I mean, his name is strong enough to let the people around him forget the storm of Korea.
I don't know, but it seems he hopes to get some personal information he wants to investigate. But maybe you should ask him in person instead of overthinking this intentions.
No, it's okay. I will do this. Everyone who will stand between Usagi and my wolves will get ripped apart and end up as bloody go swimming lonely and dead through the time and space. Or call in the Operation Bluetooth. We will deploy our SFK long-range reconnaissance forces in the Thakura in Pyro right before the rest of our SFK special forces will pass the jump gate. When we build a base to operate over there, we will call the rest of TUR to evacuate this Professor Usagi. Do we know anything about this man?
No open data found. He seems to be a ghost, or maybe a ghost call sign for someone who's very good at hiding and working underground.
Very possible. Any other news, Echo?
Yes.
Alright.
Young Wolf Esker Ribbon dropped in a new message from Ashen Cold and the Ninetales and Remix.
What do they want?
Since we gave the Totalis back to the Ninetales, they searched the ship of the last instant to track the Gone Vesipella Seeker pirates. They opened a war in the drone bay, habitation deck level 1.
That they found something?
They found the dead body.
Are we able to identify the body?
This is probably a warn sign to the ones who freed Ciantamento. It's Java from the Ulfu clan.
She's dead.
They massacred her and put everything what was left of her behind a wall in the drone bay. She was with an untracking drone gadget to stay unseen until someone would take the ship apart.
She was always here.
We found a lot of different deactivated biobots in her body. They tested her on unknown Enos variants. But the scan data is clear. This body is no weak imprint version to confuse. It's truly her, Tiava Ulfur.
Scorpio Lycosia, leader of the Vesipella Seeker group, is responsible for her death.
They are long gone now. They probably made their own way to Pyro, transporting testing results to Professor Ozagi.
No, I do have my own personal reasons to infiltrate this shithole over there.
There's a slight possibility to find both HVTs in Pyro, yes. But we should not forget the importance of finding Professor Ozagi first.
Oh, Echo, you will see. Both is linked to each other. If we find Scorpio, he will tell us where we find Ozagi, and then I will kill him with my bare hands. She was family.
You should visit Thane to verify the contract first.
Echo, start the systems. We have work to do.